Nothing fancy today, except for my nice blush, because today I went for a jog, and the first ever jog of this year slash spring, and it has been pretty outside. Now it has been fucking windy outside, so it's not that cold, and I do have clothes in which I could jog in -15 and -20. So I was warm enough while jogging, but the wind was kind of like blowing the snot from my face, so almost knocking me over. It was insane. But I was like, fuck you weather, I am going jogging and I'm gonna love it. And I did. And now I have this after jog rush. My cheeks are nice and blush. I did not jog all the way. I only jogged not even half of the way. I have a system. I listen to music when I go jogging, and when I jog, I go such that one song I walk very briskly, and the other song I jog lightly when I'm starting. And I start with that, and then at some point I might go one song walk, 2 songs jog, or jog like fucking long and blah, blah, blah. But that's longer after starting. So but yeah, nice healthy blush. Some things to report. Sadly, I did not have a 3-day fuckathon. It was only a 2-day fuckathon. And so let's start with Sunday. Yes, Mr. Vegan came along again. And this time there was no nervousness in the air. Well, I was maybe a bit, because he's still a new person and it was the second time we met each other. Just the 2 of us. So, yeah. But he came along. We actually went for a walk, a nice walk together. And we'll try to make that a regular thing now. Go on walks, because he likes to exercise more, but he can't do it by himself, so he wants company. And I'm like, okay, we live quite close to each other, let's go on walks every Sundays. Up to the point when I start streaming on Sundays, so I can't go for walks. So I have to see how to plan everything. But I am finally starting to do more exercise. Yesterday I did this, a climber friend linked me this YouTube video. It's like yoga for professional rugby players. And I did it yesterday. And other than the sideways planks, it was surprisingly easy. So I did that yesterday, jogged today, some climbing tomorrow, Friday. Oh, let's not go that far yet. Let's go back to that Sunday, last Sunday, and Mr. Vegan. Yeah, we went for a walk, and then we came back inside, and we had sex. We had pretty fucking awesome sex, and he likes eating pussy. I know how that feels like, because I love eating pussy, and he likes eating pussy, and I could tell. And so it all started with that, and he's good at it. He's very good at it, and he really just dug in there and made me make noises, moaning and screaming out of sheer pleasure. And at some point he pauses, he lifts his head up and says that this is my job. Eating pussy, or is it licking pussy, is my job. I just cracked, started to laugh and giggle, and he just continued. And yeah, so started out with that, and then he likes kissing. That really turns him on, so we kissed a lot after that. And again, one of my weird kinks is that when someone's gone down on me and comes up and kiss me, and I can smell myself on their face, that's a turn off for me when I smell that. So yeah, kissed a lot, and then we fucked some, and then we had some hand play, and I also gave him cunnilingus rubber on and sucked him. And yeah, it was kind of like we did all kinds of stuff around intercourse. We also did intercourse, but we did lots of other things, and it was awesome. And at some point, I was so overly sexed that I started to giggle and laugh. So yeah. Oh yeah, one thing that I mentioned in my last video, Sunday was also the Hans Zimmer concert, and yeah, it was not bad, but it was a bit of a disappointment, because now this is the third concert I've been to. The first concert I ever been to was the music of John Williams. The second concert was movie music, some TV series music, and one game music, and both of these had the whole gang, so to say, the whole orchestra. And the music of Hans Zimmer concert had a smaller orchestra, so the songs were not what I'm used to. So of course they had to take some liberties and kind of like leave something out, so it sounded different. And they had a few very weird song choices there, and I mean, it wasn't bad, I enjoyed it, but it didn't make me insanely fucking horny. So that was a bummer, but I went to the concert, I went home, and then Mr. Vegan came by and fast forward to fucking, and I also mentioned to him that about my dilemma of not being horny as fuck after the concert, and that made him laugh, kind of like I should tell him. I mentioned I have weird stuff that makes me horny, and that's one of them, and live music, and I should tell him the others. It seems that nowadays I always yawn when I make a video. Yeah, I'm so tired, I'm kind of like, I'm so busy with everything, I'm doing everything, so I'm always so tired in the evenings when I do this video. Oh. But hey, good sex times on Sunday, and we made a plan now that Sundays we're gonna go on walks, let's see, and maybe other stuff, other exercise, you know, wink wink, nudge nudge, maybe not, I don't know, but we're seeing again this Sunday, and yeah, awesome. Monday was I had a free day, I slept in, I just hung around and went to Mr. Heavy Metal Guy's place. Then we went to his cellar to do some exercise, and then to his place and watched some TV, and then some hanky panky, and yeah, it just feels so much better without a rubber. It's just fucking so much. And not actually, it's a nice coincidence. Heavy Metal Guy also ate me out on Monday. He doesn't always do that, but now he did, and he's gentle, but he does do it does work. He also uses some fingering action in there, so which really works. Really works. And he also nuzzled my neck with his lovely beard. And I was very sensitive, like on Monday, around that neck area, so woo! And then intercourse. But we were both kind of like a bit tired from the downstairs gym. We really pumped it up, and so the sex wasn't a marathon. And he also told me that if you get tired pretty fast, then we don't have to make this a fuck marathon. So I was at some point, he came on top first. I was thinking, should I be on top first? But then he said that if you're overly sensitive, will it be boring to him, because it would have been kind of like hop on that dick, rock my pelvis a few times, and come. And okay, the view might be nice. But I understand also that it might be very boring for the man just to lay there and someone just does a few rocking motions on the penis, orgasms, and has a pause. So, yeah. So he was kind of like, yeah, maybe he should be on top if you're that sensitive, because it might get boring to him. I was like, yeah, I agree. So he came on top. And it's fun because now without the rubber, I make different noises. I do scream loud, like usual, but I also kind of like really vocalize in a different way. I really, when something feels really good, I really say something, and it's kind of like, instead of just like I really say like, ei juma, ei helvet, oi helvet. It's just because it just feels so good, and so I randomly say something, and it made heavy metal guy laugh or giggle or whatever. He was like every time. So that was kind of like a really fun moment, a few fun moments during the sex. So, fucking awesome sex on Sunday and Monday. And Mr. 19, we did talk about him coming over yesterday on Tuesday, but sadly he couldn't. And we are gonna try again next week to see if he can come over, and we'll do some serious ass fucking, and I have a shit ton to tell him. Stuff has been going on in my life, and he doesn't know anything about what's going on, so I told him that I have a lot to tell him. And one moment. Cat problems. Now there should be no problems. But yeah, sadly he didn't come over yesterday. So yesterday I did that yoga practice for rugby players, and today I skipped choir practice. I'm gonna skip it today and next week because I am a bit slow on motivation with that, and I just would rather focus on me now, because yeah. And so today's Wednesday. Hello perverts. Tomorrow is climbing, and then Friday I will meet Mr. BBC after a very long pause. And I think the last time we've done anything sexual was like crazy fucking long time ago. The previous times we've only met kind of like gone out for drinks and just gone our own ways. But this Friday, I hope he'll come over. We were planning of going to Pussikalja, which means bag beer. In other words, you go sit on a greenery and have a picnic, and Pussikalja comes because you have those beers in a bag, most paper bag or plastic bag, and drink it so that the police don't know that you're drinking. Or Pussikalja is also a very, very old saying for, yeah, I don't know. But Pussikalja, bag beer. I don't drink beer, but it would have been nice to go out because it was last week. The weather was so fucking beautiful. Just sunny skies, no clouds, and +12, +10. Very lovely weather. Now it's only a +2 and windy as fucking fuck. Friday, yeah. Let's hope that Mr. BBC will come here and we will do some stuff because I have been missing him and his awesome big black cock. Baby say. But that's on Friday. Saturday, nothing interesting. Sunday climbing and then Mr. Vegan. Yes. So my week is looking very awesome. And I am going to cut this, edit this, and relax and enjoy the after jog buzz, which I am having at the moment. My my healthy rouge is coming down, maybe a bit, but yeah. Here's to a lovely start of the week, and hopefully you'll have a very good rest of the week. Fire out. Bye.